Hello, and welcome to English Easy Voice. Today, we have a special story for you in easy English. Listen carefully. Learn new words. My name is Eleanor Grace Williams. I am 34 years old today. My husband's name is James Alexander Williams. Our daughter, Lily Rose, is 8 years and 3 months old. She has her father's blue eyes and my stubborn heart. We met 12 years ago in a small bookshop on a rainy afternoon. He reached for the same poetry book I was holding. Our fingers touched. He smiled and said, "You can have it, but only if you let me buy you coffee." I still remember the way my heart jumped that day. That coffee turned into dinner, into late-night walks, into I love yous whispered under the stars. We got married on a golden autumn day when the leaves were the same color as my wedding dress. Lily arrived exactly 2 years later, screaming her lungs out at 3:17 a.m., and James cried harder than I did. For 10 whole years, I thought we had the kind of love people write novels about. I trusted him with every secret, every fear, every dream. He was my home. Then came that one Friday night in October. James was invited to his best friend, Nathan's 35th birthday party at a rooftop bar downtown. He wore the navy shirt I gifted him on our last anniversary. He kissed my forehead and said, "Don't wait up, love. I'll probably be very late." I was running a slight fever, so I just nodded, tucked myself into bed with Lily's baby blanket, I still keep it on my side, and fell asleep. What he never told me was that Sophia, his ex-girlfriend of 5 years, the one he dated in college, was going to be there. He knew she was coming. He chose not to tell me. The next morning, I woke up to silence. James was already sitting at the kitchen island, still in last night's clothes, eyes red, hands shaking around a cold cup of coffee. I touched his shoulder. "James, what happened?" He couldn't look at me. "Eleanor, please sit down. I already knew it was going to destroy me. Last night I drank too much. Sophia was there. We talked. She came very close. And I kissed her for a few seconds. I pulled away, but it happened. I am so sorry. It meant nothing. It will never happen again. Please forgive me." I felt the floor disappear from under my feet. My voice came out as a whisper at first, then a scream. "You kissed her? You actually kissed another woman while wearing the ring I put on your finger?" He kept repeating. "It was a mistake, just one stupid mistake. But a kiss is never just anything when it's not with me." I don't remember packing his bag. I only remember throwing his clothes inside, zipping it with trembling hands, dragging it to the door and shouting, "Get out of my house, right now." He begged on his knees, "Eleanor, please, think about Lily." I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "I am thinking about Lily. I will not teach my daughter that love means staying with someone who disrespects you." The next morning, I woke up to the smell of fresh coffee, but something felt off. James was already in the kitchen, sitting at the table with his head in his hands. His eyes were red-rimmed, his shirt from last night wrinkled and untucked. He looked like he hadn't slept a wink. I poured myself a cup and sat across from him. "James, honey, what's wrong? You look terrible." He avoided my gaze for a long moment, stirring his coffee endlessly. Then, with a shaky breath, he said, "Eleanor, I need to tell you something. Last night, at the party, I was drunk, too drunk. Sophia was there. She came up to me, We talked about old times, and I kissed her. The world tilted. My cup slipped from my fingers, spilling hot liquid across the table, but I barely noticed. "What do you mean you kissed her?" I whispered, my voice barely audible over the pounding in my ears. He finally looked up, tears welling in his eyes. It was just one kiss. She leaned in. I didn't pull away fast enough. It just happened, in the heat of the moment. "I'm so sorry. Please, Eleanor, forgive me. It will never happen again. I swear on everything we have." "Just happened," I echoed, my voice rising. "Kisses don't just happen, James. You had a choice. You always have a choice, and you chose to betray me. How could you? After all these years, after everything we've built?" I felt a storm inside me. Anger, hurt, disbelief, crashing like waves. I screamed words I never thought I'd say to him, calling him a liar, a cheater. Tears streamed down my face as I paced the kitchen, my hands shaking. My heart felt like it was being ripped apart, piece by piece. He begged on his knees, grabbing my hands. "It was a mistake. Only one time. I love you, Eleanor. You're my world. Please don't throw us away over this." But to me, it wasn't just a kiss. It was the shattering of trust, the foundation of our marriage crumbling in an instant. I couldn't imagine his lips on hers without feeling sick, dirty, violated. I yanked my hands away. "Leave, James. Pack your things and get out of this house right now." I stormed upstairs, grabbed his suitcase from the closet, and started throwing his clothes in. Shirts, pants, even his favorite watch. By the time I dragged it downstairs, he was standing there, stunned. "Eleanor, please, out!" I opened the front door, the cold morning air rushing in. "This house is mine. I bought it before we married. You have no right to stay if I say go." He left slowly, his shoulders slumped, without another word. I slammed the door and slid down against it, sobbing till I had no tears left. Thank God Lily was at my parents' house for the weekend. She loved staying there, baking cookies with Grandma, playing board games with Grandpa. She didn't have to witness her mother's world falling apart, didn't have to hear the shouts or see the pain etched on our faces. The next day, James showed up at the door, looking like a ghost of himself, bags under his eyes, unshaven. He held a bouquet of lilies, our daughter's namesake flower. "Please, Eleanor, let's talk." "Just 5 minutes." I cracked the door open, arms crossed. "What do you want?" He stepped forward slightly. "I made the biggest mistake of my life. I was drunk, stupid. Sophia kissed me first, and I was confused. It was only one kiss, nothing more. I love you. I love Lily. Please forgive me." I stared at him, exhaustion washing over me. "You had a choice, James. You could have said no, walked away, but you kissed her back. That's cheating. That's not love." Tears rolled down his cheeks. "I don't want to lose my family. You're everything to me. You lost us the moment you chose her lips over our vows." He set the flowers on the doorstep and walked away, his footsteps echoing in the empty street. That night, sleep evaded me. I tossed and turned, memories flooding my mind. Our wedding day, dancing under the stars. The hospital room when Lily was born. James cutting the cord with trembling hands. Lazy Sundays where he'd make pancakes shaped like hearts. The way he supported me through my teaching career, celebrating every small victory. He had been a good husband, kind, attentive, loving, but now I didn't recognize this man who hid secrets and broke promises. Could I forgive him? Forget the kiss? Trust him again? The answer echoed in my soul. No, not yet. Maybe not ever. But amid the anger and sadness, I felt a spark of strength. I was proud of standing up for myself. A few days later, I still ignored his calls. I needed time, space, peace, but he persisted, sending messages every day. Eleanor, I miss you so much it hurts. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. Please let me come home. One evening, he sent a long, heartfelt letter via email. I can't sleep, can't eat. Every moment without you is torture. I love you and Lily more than words can say. I made a terrible mistake, but my love for you never stopped. Please, let's fix this. Don't leave me in this darkness. My hands trembled as I read it. Tears blurred the screen. I still loved him. God, how I did. But the wound was too fresh, too deep. That night, I cried holding Lily as she slept. She looked so peaceful, her little chest rising and falling. What example was I setting for her? I wanted her to grow up knowing her worth, choosing love, built on respect, not enduring pain, for the sake of family. The next day, James waited at the school gate after pickup. I didn't stop him. He was her father, after all. Lily spotted him and ran into his arms, squealing with joy. He had brought her favorite book, a new adventure story about brave princesses. I watched from afar, my eyes stinging with unshed tears. He was a wonderful dad, no doubt, but that didn't erase what he did to me. 1 year passed slowly, like wading through molasses. Life with just Lily and me became our new normal. We had routines, breakfast together, school runs, evening story time. We laughed over silly jokes, baked cookies on rainy days, and planted flowers in the garden. It wasn't the life I dreamed of, but it was calm, no lies, no hidden pains. I threw myself into work, got a promotion at school, and even started writing that novel I always talked about. Friends invited me out, and slowly the ache dulled. James? He never missed a beat with Lily. Every weekend he picked her up on time, took her to museums, parks, or movies. He brought her toys, books, and shared stories from his day. He had stopped drinking entirely, joined a support group even, and occasionally he'd leave something for me. A bouquet, a note saying, "Thinking of you." But he respected my boundaries, never pushing for more. I noticed the changes in him. He looked healthier, more grounded. He started therapy, as he told Lily, who innocently related to me. He volunteered at a local shelter, helping families in need. It was like he was rebuilding himself from the ground up. One sunny afternoon in spring, he arrived early for his visit. Lily was napping inside, so he offered to help with the garden, something we used to do together. We weeded in silence at first, the sun warming our backs. Then he paused, wiping sweat from his brow. "Eleanor, can I talk to you?" "Really talk?" I nodded, setting down my trowel. He sat on the grass, looking vulnerable. "I miss our family every single day. I miss being your husband, your partner. I know I made a colossal mistake, one that nearly destroyed everything. But I've changed. No more drinking, no more excuses. I've learned from the pain I caused. I love you, Eleanor. I always will. If you'll give me a second chance, I'll spend the rest of my life earning it." I studied his face, the lines of regret, the honesty in his eyes, memories flooded back, the good times outweighing the bad. The man who held me through miscarriages before Lily, who celebrated my successes as his own, who became better because he faced his flaws. The pain of that night still lingered, a scar on my heart. But scars heal, don't they? And I saw something new in him. True remorse, growth. I reached out, touching his hand. I forgive you, James. Not because I'm weak or desperate, because I'm strong now. Strong enough to choose love again, the kind that's been tested and refined. His eyes widened in disbelief. Really? You mean it? This story was narrated for you by English Easy Voice. If this story touched your heart, made you cry, or gave you hope, please don't forget to like this video. Press the red subscribe button. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss a new story. And share it with someone who needs to hear that second chances can be real. Thank you for listening. See you in the next heart-touching story. This is English Easy Voice, signing off with love.